No, we're going to mention it.
Meeting will come to order, please. The notice requirements of the Open Public Meetings Act for this meeting have been satisfied. Would you please turn off electronic equipment as we stand for the Pledge of Allegiance? Attention, salute. I
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Would you call the roll, please?
Mayor Becker.
Here.
Commissioner Amadeo.
Here.
Commissioner Blumberg.
We have before us the minutes of our April 6th meetings. What is your pleasure?
I would make the motion to accept those minutes.
And I will second that.
Mayor Becker.
Yes.
Commissioner Amadeo.
Yes.
Commissioner Blumberg.
We will now open for public comment. You have 3 minutes. Come on up, Art.
Art Cotilli, 114 North Lancaster Avenue. This time for sure. Everybody's aware that everybody's aware. I get an extra minute for that. Everybody's aware that the school board, where the school has failed its 7 items of efficiency. That's no magic there. But most people don't know that the number one by far is building maintenance. So what are we doing to address that? We're going to float a $1 million bond to maintain the high school roof units. First of all, to me, these units haven't failed. They haven't failed all this year. I know they're past their supposedly date, magic date, and so does everyone else that's in this room that has heating and cooling systems, have systems that are past, say, 10 years, which is probably beyond their efficiency date. So we really shouldn't be jumping in on replacing these things because unlike your home where if anything goes out, you're out of heat or whatever, these things, we have 6 or 8 of them or whatever, and they're not going to go down all at once. They're going to go down one at a time. So if it's possible to hold on to that money of the $1 million, keep it in reserve, and do them as they fail. If and when they fail, you might just fix one. Maybe 2 years later, you might fix another. I have the school board printouts for 3 years ago, the agenda for April of 2014, and the agenda for 2017. And in those 3 years, do you realize that we lost 96 students in our school? If we go on another 3 years, we can't take another 96 students dropping. So we may have to look at other options. I know we're talking about maybe having the school there, Ty, to keep, but we may even want to go less than that. You see our building right at Union Avenue? I was just up on the 3rd floor. Those rooms are huge. We have like 13 rooms, 20 by 30 feet, 34 feet long. I counted the blocks and the ceiling blocks. You might want to move in the city here, but you want to keep your options open. You don't want to spend your $1 million ahead of time. And there's a second problem with spending that bond money. That's assigned to the city, and it's an accounting problem because it won't go against the school for cost per pupil or for building maintenance. And it should because that's what it's going to be used for. But the city somehow doesn't have a note on the school budget that says we use this amount of money to upgrade our school. So it won't be accounted as against the school, which it should be. That should also increase the school budget for this year for building maintenance as well as cost per pupil. Thank you.
Thank you, Art. Any other public comment?
Please. Thank you. Reset the clock, Mayor, please.
Your wish is my command.
I hope so.
Are you coming to the microphone, Mr. Saul?
I'll wait for Mr. Verna to complete his task. Complying with your wishes, Mayor.
I say, thank you.
Sorry.
Sewell, 22 West Drive, This commission is clueless, hapless, and feckless in its fiscally irresponsible management of the city. The budget shows a callous disregard for Margate senior citizens who have seen no COLAs and no return on their CDs for years. To make matters worse, this commission has done squat to address the pilot ripoff, other than having Democrats do their heavy lifting. Thursday, April 21st, the commissioners were no-shows and didn't have the decency to post a cancellation notice on the door. Worst of all, the rotund rhino was on the boardwalk that day. Predictably, the thin-skinned rhino sicked the goons on a taxpayer from Smithville who had the temerity and audacity to hold up a small sign with 13.5% on it. It was enough to get threatened with arrest and escorted off a public thoroughfare. Had all the county mayors held up a similar sign, a clear, concise message would have been wired to the rotund rhino, who lied and double-crossed Assemblyman Chris Brown and screwed the taxpayers in the process. Taxpayers are going to see county taxes soar. Thus, it's critical municipal taxes either be reduced or at the very least stabilized. You don't have to look far for a sterling example, Mayor, of this in Brigantine. Both this year and last year, Brig reduced taxes, and the year before that saw a zero tax increase. Brigantine did not have Margate's McMansion boom, yielding $35 million in ratables both last year and this year. Your blatant, brazen inability to capitalize on these windfalls exemplifies just how fiscally inept and incompetent and inconsiderate this commission is. The three of you refuse to rein in the truly wretched excesses of the school portion of this budget. Each sharp drop in student population should have resulted in a proportionate reduction in school funding. But instead, Margate's cost per pupil per year is the very highest in Atlantic County and in the top 10 for the entire state, and $30,000 more than affluent Morristown per teacher per year. It's time to consolidate to just one school now, this year, this June, and it's the Ross School.
John, there was no meeting scheduled on the 21st. I just want to correct that, please. Okay.
If you're going to cancel a meeting, put a notice on the door. I realize that that's multitasking in your situation,
Can't do that.
but try it for a change.
Any other public comment?
Steve Warner, 103 North Sumner Avenue. I just got a chance to look over the budget here, which I've been eagerly awaiting for a couple months, as I mentioned to Rich. And again, I'm looking at the comparison of the police department and the fire department, and it's just egregious. The money, the extra money we're paying to the fire department, $1.4 million more in total personnel costs. $100,000 in overtime compared to almost $300,000 for the fire department. That's what it says right here. Look in the budget. $300,000 for overtime. The pension is $200,000 more for the fire department. The health benefits, $160,000 more, 50% more health benefits for the fire department as opposed to the police department. I think if these figures are correct, and I would assume they are, this has to be inspected. I mean, it's out of control. I remember 4 or 5 years ago, the police and fire were almost the same, the costs. So, I think it's, you guys got to take a look, John.
You have the reduced.
Page 7, I believe. I just look at the cost.
Mayor, may I suggest we take his questions,
And we'll get back to
and
them.
then when we have the budget, which is a minute
Yeah.
after the public comment, we'll answer every one of the questions.
Is that
Okay,
is that good with
that's
you?
fine, that's fine. But I think that, I mean, maybe we need an independent person to come in here and see what's going on and try to get a handle on the cost. Maybe somebody, a retired fireman from Philadelphia possibly, I don't know, as a suggestion, because these costs are out of control. Thank you.
Well, there are 10 more employees in the fire department than there are in the police department.
I see that. I wonder if they're necessary also, John. I'm not trying to be a wise guy.
No, I'm not questioning
I'm just wondering.
your concern, but the difference is the number of personnel.
Okay, but you have, look at the overtime, $200,000 more, and you have 10 more employees. I don't know.
No, it's overtime and other compensation, that's not overtime.
All right, why don't,
Have it incorrect.
Okay, I'm sorry.
we will hold this and give you, if you want, as we go through the budget, if you have any other questions.
Whatever it is, it's, I mean, you know, it's a
Okay.
lot more money.
Did you get another copy?
Thank you. Any other public comment? A motion to close public comment.
So moved.
Second,
Mayor Becker?
yes.
Commissioner Amadeus?
Yes.
Okay, we will now go to public comment on ordinances and resolutions. Any comment? Is there any comment on resolutions and ordinances? There being no comment, is there a motion to close public comment?
So moved.
Second,
Mayor Becker?
yes.
Commissioner Amadeus?
Yes.
Let's go, I guess.
Showtime.
Showtime, Joanna. No, let's do,
I'd like a motion to introduce ordinance number 8, 2017, an ordinance amending and supplementing Chapter 145 flood hazard area of the Code of the City of Margate City, County of Atlantic, State
I'll
of New
make that
Jersey.
motion.
And I'll second it.
Mayor Becker?
Yes.
Commissioner Amadeus?
Yes.
I'd like a motion for ordinance number 9, 2017, an ordinance amending Chapter 269 Water of the Code of Margate City, New Jersey.
I'll move that ordinance.
Second,
Mayor Becker?
Yes.
Commissioner Amadeus?
Yes.
May I have a motion to adopt ordinance number 6, 2017, an ordinance repealing and establishing speed limit on Atlantic Avenue in the city of Margate City, County of Atlantic, State of New Jersey.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second that.
Mayor Becker?
Yes.
Commissioner Amadeus?
Yes.
May I have a motion to adopt ordinance number 7, 2017, a bond ordinance appropriating $1,200,000 and authorizing the issuance of $1,200,000 in school bonds and notes.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second it.
Mayor Becker?
Yes.
Commissioner Amadeus?
Yes.
Okay, we will now open our budget hearing for 2017.
I would like a motion to open public hearing on the budget.
I will make-
Resolution number 77, 2017.
I will make that motion.
Second.
Mayor Becker?
Yes.
Commissioner Amadeus?
Yes.
Okay. Leon, come on up.
Thank you. Today is the public hearing for your 2017 budget. It is the same budget that you introduced originally, and it is approved by the state. You have clearance to adopt it tonight. It's still a 0.6% tax increase. It's still way under the state spending cap and way under the state levy cap. So there have been no amendments made to this. It's the same budget. It is approved. It's ready to go. So today is a chance for the public to ask any questions about the budget, which I believe you reopened it back for the one comment that you had. Other than that, you're free to adopt this as is.
Thank you, Leon. Is there anyone in the public care to ask a question, or do you want to, this is your chance.
Mayor, may I?
You may.
Lisa, could you explain, under that question that Mr. Warner brought up on the overtime in the fire department, and explain what the other related, what it covers under that?
Absolutely.
that
I don't
line item?
have the detail with me,
Right.
which, if you'd like to come to City Hall, I could give you the detail with it. Let me just explain. In our regular municipal budget on sheet 12, which I'll let you look at my copy, it will be posted on the website tomorrow. You'll see that under police salaries, we're budgeting 4,150,700.
Right.
Okay? Under the fire salary and wages, it is less. It's 3,884,022. Okay? This document that the state came up with several years ago, which is supposed to make it easier for people to understand, it's actually not, in my opinion.
Clear cut,
And,
yeah.
yes, basically, this personnel cost, where you were looking at overtime, it's overtime and other compensation, which includes, any sick pay, uniform or clothing allowance, education, all the other things that are contractual obligations to members of that collective bargaining unit. I can give you the breakdown. Like I said, I didn't bring the specific budget detail for each department with me, but I can bring that. But that's what that includes. In addition to that, in the user-friendly budget, I have to break out and reallocate certain personnel costs under different headings as opposed to how they are represented in our regular municipal budget. So although you may see one thing under, firefighters here, it says superior officers, but that would not include Chief Wolfson because he's under supervisory staff. The captain is included under supervisory staff. It's a very time-consuming document to prepare, and actually, I find it more misleading than our regular budget. Do you have other questions? Does that answer your question?
I mean, this is all I have to go on, so you know what I mean? Okay, as of now, I just saw this now, and,
Steve, the
If that-
budget's been out a month. You were here when I made the presentation a month ago.
Okay.
I've met with you since that time, so you had an opportunity, and we'll be glad to continue to meet with you and answer your questions.
Okay.
But you've had an opportunity for a month, and you had an hour's time privately with me just 2 weeks ago. So I don't want you to mislead the public. I'm not arguing with you, I just don't want you to mislead the public.
Thank you.
I'm not trying to mislead anybody, I'm just looking at what I'm seeing here, that's all.
Okay. Steve,
You
Okay.
didn't get it tonight, you got it a month ago.
Steve, that has been out. So if you want to, you can stop by Lisa's office and get that information or get it from the website. Okay?
Okay, all right.
And it's been on our website since.
I'm not trying to mislead anybody, okay? I mean, I'm not. If I am, I don't mean to.
I accept that.
Yeah.
Except that this is recorded throughout the entire community, and I have, just like the mayor, we have to respond to your questions, which we want to do.
All right, well, I'll get additional information. All right, fine.
Okay.
Thank you. I'm not, like I said, I'm not
Thank-
trying to
thank
mislead
you, Steve.
anybody.
Unfortunately, what Lisa stated is through state law, we're obligated to produce this.
Right.
So you condense 300 pages probably into one page, or 300 line items into 10 line items on one page.
Right.
So that you're adding additional things. So in reality, the overtime, and we're very conscious and work continually on trying to eliminate as much overtime as possible, and we've been very successful over the past few years to take a little bit more control of the overtime situation.
Okay, listen, I'm not saying you guys aren't doing a good job. Maybe, I don't know, I can be a little strong sometimes.
You're excused, you're excused,
It's
buddy.
by nature,
Steve, we're just trying to provide the information that both you and the public need,
Right.
want to have, and
All right, well, I'll
We're
come
not
and
hiding
get,
anything.
I would really rather have the whole budget, but I haven't been able to get it. And I'm really kind of computer illiterate, unfortunately. So I have to depend on what I pick up.
Good.
Serious. I mean, that's it.
Okay. Any other comments or questions on the budget? Is there a motion?
Mayor,
Mayor.
before you vote, if you've closed the public hearing, have you closed the public?
Not yet.
Oh, I'm sorry. All right, but before you vote, I'd like to make a comment.
Okay. Is there a motion to close the public hearing?
I will make the motion.
I'll second.
Mayor Becker?
Yes.
Commissioner Amadeo?
Yes.
Mr. Deeney?
Thank you. Questions have been raised centered around, as I heard them, salaries and wages in one form or another, or compensation in one form or another. As we stated a month ago when this was introduced, and it hasn't changed as the auditor just indicated, bottom line, salaries and wages for the whole municipality is up 1.19%. 1.19. That's the bottom line for all salaries and wages and compensation for the whole city. It was 12,375,000. Now it's 12,522,000. I think that's an important number. A second important number is the local tax rate is up 0.97%, less than 1% increase in the tax rate. When it all boils down, you can study it all you want, but what people really want to see is the bottom line, whether it's this department or that department or whatever it is. I don't know whether there's any other items that you want to summarize, but to me, our debt service alone is up 10%, and the school debt service is also up 2.85%. So even with the debt service up and the school budget and all the things that's been talked about tonight, the bottom line, the tax rate's up less than 1%.
Thank you, Rich. Is there a motion to adopt the
Can
budget?
I get a clarification from Rich?
You may.
That it's so confusing for the average citizen, and most people just don't understand it. So, Rich, with all the turmoil with the county tax rate, is that factored in this rate now that we're less overall, less than 1%?
Nope.
Or
No.
does it work that way?
All this commission
Just on
can
local.
do is deal with the local portion. So if I misled anybody, I
No.
didn't want to
No,
do
not
that.
at all.
No, not misled.
But this is what this commission's voting on tonight.
Right.
Our portion of the budget, which is a substantial budget. The total appropriations are $35 million, which includes $3 million of a grant. But it does not include the county, which is unknown at this time, as everybody's been talking about, and it does not include the school budget at this time.
So, and we're well below our cap.
We're well below our cap. The cap, we have, it appears here, Leon, if I'm reading it right, there's two different caps. We're 1 million below in 1,000,004 below in one and 2 million below in the other. Is that correct?
Actually, it's 2 million below on the spending cap, and on 3D, page 3D, we're 1.4 million under the levy cap. So you could raise taxes another 1,000,004, you could spend another 2 million, if you so desire.
And Leon, that allows us to carry that over, right? For future use if we had an emergency or
Yes, the spending cap
catastrophe.
is a 2-year carryover, the levy cap's a 3-year carryover. And clearly, nothing on the county budget is in here, and that is yet to be resolved. They haven't introduced their budget yet.
we're less than 1%.
Yes, you are. Mm-hmm.
And I personally, as a taxpayer as well, I think that's fantastic. But,
Thank you.
That's an estimated number if you read that, yeah. You're on last year's page anyway. That's the 16, you want the right-hand column. Yeah, he is, yeah. Yeah. Okay, Scott?
Scott, you okay?
No, I appreciate it. Thank you for explaining that.
Okay, I would like a vote for resolution number 78, 2017, adoption of budget.
I'll
Mayor
make-
Becker,
Yes,
Commissioner Amadeo.
Yes.
thank you, the budget is
Okay, the
adopted.
budget is passed.
All right.
Johanna, do you want to continue with resolutions, please?
Well, Mayor, may I make a quick comment?
You may, of course.
Because I think Leon's going to leave, and Lisa's here, and I think she might be leaving. And naturally, there's a lot of work that goes into this document, and the job and the final product, I think, is excellent. I know Rich worked very diligently along with you, and, you know, the work that you produced, it doesn't go unnoticed. And I think it was a lot of cooperation by all our employees, our department heads cooperating with us through this process. We worked on certain contracts in the prior year that established certain raises at 2%. And as Rich said, we came out 1.19% citywide with all our employees. And that's what adds to keeping costs down. And even Leon mentioning the fact that we're allowed with $2 million more in spending that we didn't go, that's showing that we're trying to be fiscally prudent and responsible. So with all your work, that brings us to where we're at now. So I just want to thank you for it and thank Rich for all his expertise, because it's a team effort with all our department heads. Lisa's our CFO and Leon is our auditor, and Rich is our BA to get to where we're at now. That team did all the work, and hopefully you made the commissioners look good. Thank you.
I'd just like to say one thing since John opened this. There seems to be a lot of excitement and rancor about nothing, really. I think I'm very proud of our record. I'm very happy with all the people that we have. Thank you all. The people of Margate should also be very proud. It's a great community. We work hard. We will continue to work hard to maintain and get better at fiscal responsibility. And that's all I have to say. Thank you all who worked so hard to get to this point. Sorry, Johanna.
Vote?
We did. May I have a motion for resolution number 79, 2017, authorizing bill payment and claim?
So moved.
Second,
Mayor Becker?
yes.
Commissioner Amadeo?
Yes.
May I have a motion for resolution number 80, 2017, authorizing change order number 1, Gladstone Avenue water tank painting?
So moved,
And him, Eddie, you're gonna need.
Second.
Mayor Becker?
yes.
Commissioner Amadeo?
Yes.
May I have a motion for resolution number 81, 2017, authorizing change order for municipal building playground upgrade?
So moved.
Second,
Mayor Becker? Mayor Becker?
yes.
Commissioner Amadeo?
Yes.
May I have a motion for resolution number 82, 2017, authorizing change order number 2, 2014 state aid reconstruction of Amherst Avenue?
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Mayor Becker?
Yes.
Commissioner Amadeo?
Yes.
May I have a motion for resolution number 83, 2017, authorizing the release of jurisdiction for the enforcement of elevator subcode?
So
I'll make that
moved.
motion. Second,
Mayor Becker?
yes.
Commissioner Amadeo?
Yes.
May I have a motion for resolution number 84, 2017, authorizing refund of tax lien?
So moved,
Second.
May I have a consent agenda for the authorization of tax refund for resolution number 85, 86, 87, 88,
So moved.
And we got
Second.
84 to there, 'cause you never voted on it.
and 84?
Yes. So moved. Correct.
You mentioned it, baby.
Mayor Becker,
yes.
did you second that?
I did.
Okay. Mayor Becker?
You didn't hear me? Yes.
Commissioner Amadeo?
Yes.
May I have a motion for resolution number 89, authorizing the purchase of a 2017 Ford Crew Cab truck?
So moved.
Second,
Mayor Becker?
yes.
Commissioner Amadeo?
Yes.
May I have a motion for resolution number 90, 2017, authorizing the use of surplus vehicle for the purpose of the fire department
So
training?
moved,
Second.
Mayor Becker?
yes.
Commissioner Amadeo?
Yes.
May I have a motion for resolution number 91, 2017, authorizing the amendment of personnel policy for seasonal work?
Make that motion,
Second.
Mayor Becker?
yes.
Commissioner Amadeo?
Yes.
May I have a motion for resolution number 92, 2017, authorizing power of attorney to register municipal vehicles with the Motor Vehicle Commission?
So moved,
Second.
Mayor Becker?
yes.
Commissioner Amadeo?
Yes.
May I have a motion for resolution number 93, 2017, authorizing amendment of lease agreement with Atlantic Coastal Arm for a
So-
portion of 2010 North Benson?
So moved.
I second that,
Mayor Becker?
Yes.
Commissioner Amadeo?
Yes.
May I have a motion for resolution number 94, 2017, establishing policy for adjusting water and sewer bills for leaks causing excess water bills?
I'll make that motion,
I'll second it.
Mayor Becker?
yes.
Commissioner Amadeo?
Yes.
May I have a motion for resolution number 95, 2017, authorizing credit to 2016 water excess billing?
Make that motion,
Second.
Mayor Becker?
yes.
Commissioner Amadeo?
Yes.
May I have a motion for resolution number 96, 2017, authorizing change order number 2 for municipal playground?
So moved.
Second,
Mayor Becker?
yes.
Commissioner Amadeo?
Yes.
May I have a motion for resolution number 97, 2017, authorizing the acceptance of a quitclaim deed for Amherst Avenue, Block 528, Lot 2.03?
I'll make that motion,
oh
Second.
Mayor Becker?
yes.
Commissioner Amadeo?
Yes.
May I have a motion for resolution number 98, 2017, authorizing award of contract for janitorial service?
I'll make that motion.
Scott, we're,
What's that?
we're finished.
All right. Mayor,
May I have it second?
Did I not second?
No.
No.
I second,
Mayor Becker?
yes.
Commissioner Amadeo?
Yes.
Sorry, it's tough when you get senile. Scott, did you? have
Ready?
something?
Yes, Mayor. Due to recent developments concerning our beach replenishment and in discussions with the city administrator and myself, I know I talked to Joanna about this. I do think we should call for an executive session to update you regarding issues concerning beach replenishment. There is a possibility of litigation. I certainly hope not. There was certainly going to be, yeah, the easement. It's certainly be negotiations. And it does tie into our existing litigation concerning the condemnation action, plus potential negotiations with the DEP involving the entire project. It's so important, in fact, I thought it is of a confidential nature at this point. I'm not going to ask you tonight to make any decision. I did talk to Commissioner Blumberg, who's on the road on I-95, so that if you do agree to go into an executive session, I will call him on my cell phone so that he can participate and hear some of the information that's come to us about what's going on with our beach. So, Rich, do you feel confident with that? Should I word the resolution? That would be a motion to go into an executive session to discuss developments ongoing with both the condemnation case and the efforts of the state to build the sand dune beach replenishment project on Margate's beaches. I think that satisfies the executive requirement.
Okay.
I will second that motion.
Mayor Becker?
Yes,
Commissioner Amadeo?
Yes.
okay, we will be in executive session. We will, of course,
We have to come back.
yeah, we have,
Well-
of course we have.
It's not going to be
There'll
real
be
long.
no-
There won't be a
no-
decision. I can.
No decisions today, no. Well,
You'd still continue on.
Have me do it.
I take it you didn't.
Go ahead. Mike, turn your mic on, Mike.
We need to get out of executive session.
Yes.
We need a motion to close the executive session.
I will make the motion to close executive session.
Second it.
Mayor Becker?
Yes.
Commissioner Amador?
Yes,
We need a motion to reconvene the
regular
regular
meeting.
public meeting, sorry.
I'll make a motion to reconvene the regular meeting.
And do you
We
want to make a
second
comment?
that?
We have-
We've come out of executive
Well,
session
you
now.
wait,
second that?
Yes, I did.
Mayor Becker?
You don't hear well, did I? Yes.
Commissioner Amador?
The purpose
Yes.
of the executive session was to discuss negotiation tactics with the DEP concerning possible installation of a pipe drainage system or portion of it for the Margate beaches. We have made, I guess we're gonna make a decision to contact the DEP and sit down and do further negotiations.
Thank you.
I will make the motion to close the regular meeting.
I will second that.
Mayor Becker?
Yes.
Commissioner Amador?
Yes. Thank you all.
Yes.